everyone, I'm Elizabeth Knopf, a Green Status presenter with Younique, and I'm here to share with you some of my favorite foundation coverages. So I was going to keep my eyes done, but I figured this is all about coverage. So I have completely natural face, and I have used our Glorious Primer. So in the sake of saving some time, I am primered. So our first thing we're going to talk about is our BB Flawless with our concealer. So I love this because the BB Flawless is not as full of a coverage, but if you've got drier skin, you are in love with this BB Flawless. I know it because I get dried out. So I'm gonna mix this on a brush, but you can also use, even just from the art supply, a little dish to do your mixing, because we were going to combine our BB Flawless. This is Bisque, and that's going to be the primary component of this mixture, and we're going to combine this with our Touch Concealer. So we're going to just put a little bit of concealer. You can see the difference there. And you know what? We're going to throw in a little bit of this the body bronzer. I love this stuff, and it smells so good too. So this is going to want to come out fast, but it's not the main guy here. So we've just got a little bit of the bronzer, mostly BB Flawless, and concealer. So I'm only going to do half of my face with this because we're going to show another combination. So if you are drier skin or have dry times, this is going to be your BFF. You're gonna love this because you're getting some serious coverage with that concealer mixed in with your BB Flawless, but also the moisturizing component of the BB Flawless. And then the bronzer is gonna give you a nice little healthy glow. All right, I usually use my hand, but I was trying to just keep half my face here. So I like to mix this in with my hand, but you will be told that there are oils on your hand. So if you are going to use your hand, make sure you wash your hands before putting foundation on your face. And be very gentle around your eyes and dab that in so that you don't stretch any of that skin. All right, so there is half with the BB Flawless, the concealer, and the bronzer. On this side, I'm going to use our Magical Liquid Foundation. Same rules, make sure that the dropper is empty before you shake it out, or you're not gonna have good consistency. So we shook that up, get some back into the dropper. Now, since I'm only doing half of a face and I am going to have other products, I'm not going to use the 4 to 6 drops. I'm just gonna say 3 drops. And then I'm gonna put my concealer right on the brush too. Tiny little drops. And then I'm only gonna do 1 little dab of the body bronzer for a little bit of a glow. Gotta be careful with that guy because it wants to come out. All right, so you can see we've got the foundation, the concealer, and our bronzer. And you're gonna treat it just like you would if it were just straight liquid foundation, and dab it all over your face so that you have that even coverage. And then you buff it in because the main ingredient here is still the liquid foundation, which is a liquid that dries to a powder. So we need that buffing to dry that liquid foundation out. Again, careful around your eyes. This liquid foundation brush gets nicely around your eye crevices and around your nose without getting bristles up your nose, because that's always a good time. Up my imaginary line here. And then you want to make sure, I know that we've talked about foundation and making sure that you have the appropriate shade, because if you're mixing other pieces in, such as liquid foundation with the concealer or the bronzer, that will change the shade of your foundation. So you want to make sure that you're spot on with the foundation and very careful with either matching the same concealer shade or maybe a little bit lighter if you're going to add some of the bronzer in. So you can see that is amazing coverage. This one's a little more of a dewy finish because it was the BB Flawless, and I did have a nice flaw going on up here that has been covered with the liquid foundation mixed with concealer and bronzer. If you have any questions about any of those products, feel free to let me know. Talk to you soon.